Arena mode is probably the most challenging and just overall hard to understand thing in all of LEGO Legacy Heroes Unboxed. Today, I'm going to go over the best teams in Arena mode, how to beat it, the best way to go along with Arena mode, and just every single thing about the game, about mode, and how to get number one. So, let's get into it. So, Arena is a competitive LEGO Fortnite mode, kinda, where you go to this arena building, you get around level 10, go, and then you can fight other players' teams for XP, arena points, arena vouchers, kinda, which I'll show you guys later, arena coins, and to be able to rank up and get, say, you can get some quests and stuff, too. But when you get arena, you're gonna start out very low. I'm gonna scroll down this leaderboard here. You will start out around, not even 100, but around, 12,000, which is a bunch of other bot teams. So what you want to do is get into these tops. Once you get to about 400, you start kind of, just whenever you take on a person, whenever you take on a team, and you beat them, you will take their spot, get about 50 energy for regular, and then the events, and some arena points. Now, what do arena points do? Well, you go to the shop, you can spend them to buy some stuff. Lots of heroes you can buy and stuff. You can also, I believe, get some gears from it. So some pretty good gear, like these fancy skateboard plans and fish plans and just lots of stuff and some resources too. I'm going to cover right now basically what you should get. So when you start arena, you're not going to have any arena points, but you will end up, as you keep progressing, you'll end up earning more arena points. I'll show you a really good way to get arena points in a little bit later in this video. But you can use these to buy these things. Now, when you are trying to gear up your heroes, you may need something like this, a fancy banana plant. And these aren't really that expensive, and if you have a lot of coins, I'd suggest definitely using these, especially fancy skateboard plants and stuff like that, where it takes a while to get them. And I think that is really strong and really, same for Guild and Brickspedition, really just adds to how good these can actually be. But the heroes, this is where you get good. So there's some mid-heroes on here, like Monster Butler, Cadet Rita, Spooky Girl, but there's some good ones. Two good ones are Lionel and Royce, which will be very important later on in the video, but they are two really good castle heroes, and two of the best heroes in the game. I definitely prioritize trying to get them up pretty early. Check out my best teams in LEGO Legacy video if you want more information about them. Also, a few other guys that would work well in teams. You got Kai and Lloyd. Lloyd is kind of weird, because you only get 2 tiles for every time you buy. And when you buy someone like Lloyd, you can't purchase again for, 8 hours, I think, when the shop refreshes. So you can't spam buy. Scully and Grimhella are also pretty good, because they are basically the spooky, pretty good and spooky, and they're pretty good to get too. But I prioritize getting Lionel and Royce overall early. Now, I talked about another way. If you go to your inbox every day, you will get arena rewards, which you get, depending on your rank, some arena coins. So in mine, I get 1,000 and 280 energy, which is a lot. You can actually check how much per rank. So when you start out, you'll be getting about 300, and this is every day, and about 20 XP. Once you get a little bit higher, say Silver 3, you'll get about 550, 120 energy. And then eventually, if you're first, you're getting over 1,000 energy, over 320 energy, and over 1,000 arena coins a day. And even if you're somewhere in the 60 range, you can still get 700 arena coins. There's some more parts to arena too, like tournament and drafting mode. I'm not going to cover them now, but I might cover them in another video if you want me to. But that's kind of the basic overview of arena points. And that is a big reason you want to get your arena up, so you can get that basically free energy. That's like 4 hours worth of energy just there. So really nice to get. But what are the best teams? I did recently make a video about the best teams in the game, but arena's a little bit different. So if we just check out something like Pirate, for instance, and you check out a hero like Argenta, her regular attack would do 110, 60%, and 140% damage. But when the newest patch note came out a couple months ago, they added a thing to make arena more balanced, so the more teams are kind of similar. They're making some good teams worse and some mid teams better, like Pirate. 140 to 245 damage. You got the sword, which goes, and passive abilities too. Skills increased by 10%, 18%. This is huge, and this makes some teams really good. But what are the best teams? For this update, I think the best teams are probably Ninjago and Collectible. Ninjago, really great attackers, but they're still pretty okay. But for how hard they are to get, definitely not worth trying to grind out for Arena. Take Misako here. 50% damage 3 times, 40%. 110% damage, 88%. And 60% damage to all foes, 48%. Still pretty good, but still not really strong. Collectibles okay too. They're still pretty decent. If we take someone like Chili Costume Panda, 65% damage to all foes goes into 42. You really want the teams that they go up. Now, I think the top 3 teams are Castle, Pirate, and City, but there's also another subcategory that I'm going to cover. We're actually going to talk about Castle last. I already talked about Pirate. They're pretty good. I'd give them probably third best team. You'll see a lot of good teams running, but in my opinion, they aren't really the best team to run, and they're more kind of that mid-tier. We got City, which is okay too. They'd be my 4th best. They do a lot of damage, especially guys. If you've played, any at all drafting mode, you will know how overpowered some of these guys are. From 170% damage to 290, 350% damage is actually crazy. But my favorite is the Castle, and there's actually 2 types of Castle. First, I'm just gonna sort by King's Court Castle, where we have heroes like Master Barnabas, all these guys, Jester, Joyce, and Lionel. This is my main team I run with, the Blue Spaceman, Andreas. Really solid team for me, and I'm about 3rd in Arena right now. So pretty solid team. I usually use Royce, Magisto, Lionel, Go-Go, and then Andreas as my team. But a team that may be even stronger is actually the Spooky team, strangely enough. This team comprises of sometimes you will see Yorick, or sometimes you will see Fright Knight, or even Jestro, but mainly it revolves around Scully, Grimhella, Malik, and Reaper. Scully, just take him for example. 100% damage, 100%. It doesn't seem... I don't think they got any sort of buff at all. But overall, just, already really strong. And I have to go now. So that was, in my opinion, basically your way to conquer Arena. Your best teams, what to spend your Arena points on, how to level up, all that sort of stuff. And if you guys got any video recommendations for me on this channel, I'm just kind of taking it by the day. I'll make whatever videos you guys want me to make. Whatever videos will help out you guys. So, leave a comment, and I'll probably make the video. See you guys next one.